This day in the year is quite unique. Many people take the opportunity to reflect on 2009 and look forward to 2010. The Queen did it a week ago. Maybe we're a bit late here at Over the White Line, but here's 2009 for you. Six Nations. Ireland win again. Triple Crown, Grand Slam and Six Nations. I'm not sure what that gave them the right to then go on and pick the Lions captain for the South Africa tour, but it didn't pay dividends. England didn't really get out of the blocks in that particular tournament and very rarely got over the white line, which at the end of the day is the object of the game. The Rugby World Cup Sevens followed closely after that. I myself was lucky enough to play in that particular tournament. I was also lucky enough to host Jonah Lomu during his trip over here for that particular weekend. Jonah said to me that this room service Atlantis wasn't really up to scratch. I asked him what he ordered, and when he told me 22 egg whites, I asked him, was he surprised? Good point, Jonah. The Sevens experience for me in the World Cup was quite interesting. I learnt a lot about a lot of people, mainly that we had an absolutely useless, annoying, incompetent coach. He's hence resigned. The Ashes followed next. Great summer for England. Beat Australia. Done it again on their home soil. Couple of pissheads. Freddie, Swanee. Great job. Usain Bolt. He's got to get a mention, surely. Fastest man in the earth. Why don't we call him Insane Bolt? Just keeps going faster. Unfortunately for him, he's sponsored by Puma, the cat. Let's see what happens to him in 2010. The boring Swiss finally came good in his close-by French country at the French Open this year. Federer finally managed to add Roland Garros to his cabinet. It was at Wimbledon that he got 15 titles. Unbelievable achievement. Poor old Pete Sampras, watching him on centre court and watching his record go up in flames as Federer overtook him as the greatest. Surprisingly, in 2009, England football team have qualified for the World Cup. They brought in a foreigner, he's the manager, and finally, they've got to the World Cup. I'm a little bit unsure at the moment how all the Pikeys are going to find their way to South Africa. But good luck to them, and I'm sure they'll meet their match down there when it comes to violence. The Autumn Rugby Internationals were quite interesting, speaking of South Africa. Luckily, they had a token game against Italy, and they actually got a win after losing against various English club sides and losing all their internationals. Not quite the finish that they were looking for to 2009 after the Lions series and also the Tri-Nations. Tiger Woods. What can we say about Tiger? All the jokes are going around. It's been one hell of a year for him. I think that's enough about Tiger. England cricket has ended 2009 for the English on quite a high. Absolutely ripping through the South African batting lineup. Again, great work by Swanee. I'm sure he celebrated in style in Durban. So what does the World Cup year hold of 2010? Huge event down there, no security, people will be getting raped. It'll be a great event. Six Nations will come. Johnson probably won't do much better. Only picks Leicester players. Bit of a problem. Those big eyebrows and the gorilla face. It's not going to be a good time at Twickenham this year. We'll be there with Over the White Line for the Ireland International in February. Hopefully we get a result. Tiger, what will he do? Back into the bars, or do we think he'll go on the golf course? Let's wait and see. On a personal note, I'll be running the marathon in Dubai on the 22nd of January. Quite a challenge, but I've got a good partner. The Bullet will be next to me, and of course, we'll be playing the crowd. Golf will be a focus for 2010. Rugby won't be. The chapter's turned. I'm not sure I want to follow in Tiger's footsteps, but any which way, we'll always get over the white line.